All right, all right. This won't be edited. I'm just going to speak my mind. Well, I'm not going to say the scoreline, but the Philippines are out of the World Cup. I was thinking maybe I'll do a vlog, but I'm like, just from the score, whatever. I'm not going to really go too much into it. Um, yeah, very disappointing performance. Probably the one of the worst team performances. But look, there's there's um there's one whereby you can be proud of the team, and obviously there's not being proud like that one. But you know, this game I think, apart from the result, I think kind of still shows where we are in terms of football in the Philippines, especially at the elite level of sport. Um, but look, I think I'm not. To be honest, apart from the result, I think we can still be proud of the team. Every single player that played for us, or part of the squad, or part of this journey, whatever, has given us a lot of joy. Obviously, um, winning or well beating Chinese Taipei in that Asian Cup about 18 or so months ago. Um, that moment that we qualified was amazing, and obviously just last summer we beat Thailand, Vietnam. Two teams that are like best in Southeast Asia technically. We won the AFF Cup, so obviously had that proud moment, and obviously we've had this World Cup, um, and we've won the game at the World Cup. We beat New Zealand, and in a way we actually eliminated New Zealand because of our result in both games. Actually, the one we beat them and today's game, but I think apart from the result, as I said, can be proud of the team, can be very honored that we got to see. Maybe I couldn't see it live personally, but everyone around the Philippines and the world, seeing us beat New Zealand, I think that will probably be forever the highlight, and hopefully not going to be the peak of Philippine football. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be. Eventually, in the end, but I can still be proud of where we come from, the team, and all that. This one is a very different tone from what I would say to our men's team, because the women's team have given us a lot more joy, a lot more success. They brought us a trophy. They've qualified qualified us for the World Cup. They reached a semifinal. Achieving that is is unbelievable. Um, apart if unless obviously Vietnam beats the Netherlands, then technically we've had the best performance of an ASEAN or Southeast Asian team at this World Cup. Um, but regardless, you know, there's not much to say. Obviously, I would say player of the tournament for us, just for us, I think is pretty obvious. I think it's Olivia McDaniel, but likewise can also say Serena Bolden. Whatever job she has done for us, obviously scoring the goal that brought us that win against New Zealand. So look, as I said, apart from this result, I think the tournament has excelled. Even though we finished bottom of the group, we still managed to win a game, which is amazing in itself. And now it's about now that we're eliminated, there's not much to really focus on beyond this World Cup. Um, you know what we should be focusing on from the football community. and the investment is to continue and you know really tell people that you know we gotta continue to grow the women's team, the sport and all that in the Philippines, because I don't want this to be a one-off and this is like our only appearance in the next like 40 or so years. Like I hope we can qualify for a lot more World Cups in the women's game, even if our to be honest, I'm not going to speak about our men's team because they are really, I'm not going to say, but the women's team can be proud. Um, you know, Obviously not from the result today, but can be proud of how far we've come. And now it's again all about continue to develop the sport and grow the game and you know just continue to invest and grow the sport, as I said. I don't know what else to really say. I'm not going to speak too much on the performance in general. It's just disgraceful. That's all I'm just going to say, but at the same time I can be proud of the team. Those two things can be mutually exclusive. And you know I'll sleep on the result. I'll wake up tomorrow still feeling proud of the team. And maybe in a year's time we'll still be proud of the team. um, and so yeah, there's not really much to say as a fan, really. Because I'm not one of these people that will like you know oh, I'm going to put my money into the I don't have that, I'm not that rich, so I'm just a fan, just voicing opinion, proud of the team, whatever. And that's what you can really ask for, just to demand better, as in demand that the sport continues to grow, and we have a lot more qualifications to the World Cup, a lot more AFF Cup trophies, um, and do well in the Asian Cups, you know. Um, but to every single player in that 23 squad, or even if they weren't selected, you know, been part of the journey, can be proud that they've brought us to this moment of being proud. And yeah, that's it's about 8 minutes. Nothing really much to say. Um, Apart from that, I don't really have much plans at the moment. I'll go back to doing the transfer news for Newcastle United when the season's about to be up and running in about 2 weeks. So by in 2 weeks from now, I'll probably remove the heartbreak of today's result and focus on my club and all that. But as a Filipino, I've seen the miracle of Hanoi for our men's team. I've watched us qualify for the Asian Cup in 2019. I've seen us qualify for the World Cup. I've seen us win the AFF Cup, the women's one last summer. Unfortunately, I didn't watch the New Zealand game, unfortunately, but maybe I should have been the good luck charm. Maybe I should have not watched today's game. But regardless, you know, as a football fan, I've seen the highs, apart from the past Tuesday game, but I've seen the highs of this team, and I hope you know in the future there will be a lot more of those. Because you know there's the concept of Pinoy pride, and it doesn't matter where the players are from. If they're half Filipino or quarter Filipino, you know, in any sport, in any genre, industry, whatever, will be proud of their achievement, the women's team. Um, and hopefully, if people are pushing for local players to be, 100% Filipinos to be in our squad, the best way to do it is to continue to invest in the women's game so that, we can have a lot more 100% local players playing for the national team and be at the top level. But yeah, there's not really much more to say as a fan. Um, Again, proud of the team, and yeah, it's it's not really much to say. I enjoyed the hype. I've enjoyed everything, and even though I didn't watch the win against New Zealand, I'm happy. Um, so yeah, that's really it from me. Signing off from the FIFA Women's World Cup. Uh, Look, I'm not really going to watch too much of it from maybe unless if it's like the semifinal and the final, maybe I would. But yeah, it's the Philippines run is over, so not going to do much watch alongs on those or any sort of vlogs or talk about it that much. But I'm proud of the team, proud of whatever's happened. As they say, que sera. Is it? Sera. Que sera, sera. What will be, basically. But yeah. Yeah, I just, if any of the Filipinas players will ever somehow stumble upon this video, I just want to say, God, how am I so teary, man? And any of the Filipinas players, how am I crying? What the fuck? Any of the Filipinas players, thank you for making everyone proud. Yeah. Oh God. I'm a wreck, man. Oh God. It's not even the result that I'm crying now. I was upset with the result, but but yeah. To any of the coaches, players, whatever. Thank you for making this a good tournament, regardless of today's result. Thank you. Signing out. I'm going to enjoy the night, regardless. But yeah. As I said to the players, coaches, thank you. Yeah. Laban Filipinos. Hopefully, 2027 or wherever it may be, we'll be back and maybe even better. So yeah. Signing off. I'll see you guys in my Newcastle transfer YouTube shorts and all that. So yeah. Enjoy. And safe trip to all the players. You'll be greeted with a round of applause, regardless of today's result. Thank you. Yeah.